Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And today I want to talk about 5 things that maybe you missed with the announcement of Appetite for Destruction being remastered and bundled in a variety of different SKUs. So the first thing that a lot of people sort of didn't really cover but then got picked up by a lot of news outlets was that 1 in a Million is not being included on this re-release at all. Now, there was no official statement released as to why 1 in a Million is not being included. But if you guys remember back in 1988 when the song came out on GNR Lies, there was a mountain of controversy around the song. And given the politically correct atmosphere that we have today, 1 in a Million probably doesn't make much sense to put on the re-release. Now, I always liked the demo of 1 in a Million. I thought the version they put on GNR Lies was way overproduced, and I found the demo, they should have just released it as is and not overly produced it. I would have been curious as a fan to see if there was any other arrangements of 1 in a Million done or any other demos that existed. But this is something that definitely will not be included on the re-release of Appetite. Now, it also makes sense to me why they wouldn't release 1 in a Million, since Axl's been a pretty vocal critic of President Donald Trump, and a lot of the people who don't like Axl speaking out about politics frequently point to the lyrics in 1 in a Million. Now, I wanted to include this clip because I thought this is something a lot of you guys haven't seen. There was a lot of shitty bands back in the day who were sort of riding Guns N' Roses' coattails, trying to make a name for themselves with the controversy surrounding 1 in a Million, and this is one of the bands that did it.
Get in the Ring is not, of course, the first time Axl Rose has angered someone with his song lyrics. 1 in a Million from the GNR Lies EP caused a major controversy with its attacks on immigrants, niggers, and faggots. Now, the Los Angeles funk rock band Mary's Danish has issued a belated rebuke to that song titled Axl Rose is Loved. We learned more about the song from Mary's Danish themselves when we caught up with them in Los Angeles rehearsing for their upcoming U.S. tour.
Between bands like NWA and stuff saying that they're just reporting on their daily life, like, this is what I see around me, this is my neighborhood, and this is what I see on a daily basis, and then somebody else just passing along negative vibes. Not enough room for this kind of hatred. What against black against white, shouldn't be
Axl Rose's Love is on Mary's Danish's new album called Circa. The band finishes a 4-night sold-out stint at the legendary Troubadour Club in Los Angeles tonight.
Number 2, the things that you guys may or may not know is that with the announcement of the Appetite for Destruction box sets coming out, the band also released a lyric video for Shadow of Your Love. Now, it's a little bit underwhelming. It would have been nice if they had a little bit more animation in it, but it was nice to see something remastered. And what you guys may or may not know is that Axl talked about why Shadow of Your Love was never officially released in the US or got a proper release back in 1991 when he did an interview on Rockline. Here's what Axl had to say about the song Shadow of Your Love.
I talked to Brandon now in San Jose, listening to 97.3 KRQR in San Francisco. Brandon, you're on Rockline.
Hey Axl, how's it going?
It's going alright. How's San Francisco?
Not too bad.
Is it cold there?
What's that?
Is it cold there?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Right.
Me and a couple of friends of mine, Janine and Christy, saw you at Mountain View. We thought you guys were great.
Thank you very much.
Got a question for you. I was lucky enough to get a hold of some imports of yours from England. And on the B-sides, one of the songs was called Shadow of Your Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if there were any plans to release songs like that here in the U.S.
Not at this time. You know, Shadow of Your Love was, like, I wrote the lyrics kind of influenced by Thin Lizzy, and that was one of the songs that I wrote with Paul Hughey, who was the original guitarist from Indiana, with Izzy and I. Now he's in a band called Manic Rage, and we wrote that like in 7 minutes. You know, we did it in 7 minutes years ago, and it's something we're really proud of. You know, it's my friend Josh's favorite song.
And that's unusual for you. You usually ponder the songs a little bit, don't you?
Well, I pondered the words years before that, and when the song hit, it was just like, went through the file, the mental Rolodex, and like, this bitch, go! Yeah, we had 7 minutes to jam, and we didn't have any equipment, so it's like we didn't have a choice.
Brandon, thanks for taking the time out. We're coming back for the last segment of Rockline tonight, our 2-hour special edition with Axl Rose.
So number 3, speaking of Shadow of Your Love, A lot of people, when they first heard the GNR.FM website had been changed and they were playing the little snippet of Shadow of Your Love, a lot of people assumed that the song was re-recorded, but somebody reached out to Megan Hodges, who is Slash's girlfriend, and asked them whether there were any re-recorded guitar parts, to which she responded, no, nothing was re-recorded. That is the original recording that was enhanced. Number 4, this is something that's not so much related to the announcement, but it was something else that could have gotten lost in the news shuffle. So Guns N' Roses, in addition to touring Europe this summer, may be adding additional dates this fall. Not exactly sure where it's going to be, but Jarmo, who runs Here Today Gone to Hell and who's also employed by the band, posted this on Facebook earlier this week. So Jarmo said, something some might have missed from the Appetite for Destruction Locked and Loaded Edition press release. The band's ongoing success of the Not in This Lifetime worldwide tours now snagged the 4th spot on the list of the most successful tours in music history on its first 2 years, with no sign of slowing down. The next leg of the highly successful and anticipated world tour continues in Europe in June and July 2018, and from what we hear, on into the fall. So this leaves me scratching my head a bit, because the rumored release date, according to Megan, Slash's girlfriend, for the next Conspirators record is going to be September of this year. And Slash has already announced 2 upcoming festivals that him and the Conspirators are going to be playing. And I don't really know if Slash is going to release the album, do a couple festival shows, and then go back out on the road with Guns. The other question I have is, where would Guns tour next? I think they've already exhausted North America. Maybe they'd go back to South America because they can easily sell out those gigs. Or maybe they'd go to Asia or Down Under. Either way, guys, we will keep you informed about any upcoming tour news. And the 5th and final thing you guys may or may not have known with the announcement of Appetite for Destruction Remastered is that, and this is not confirmed to be true, whether he was just joking, but Fernando, who's Guns N' Roses manager, was messaged on Instagram. Some fan thanked him for making this whole remastering of Appetite happen. He said, eternally grateful, can't wait to get my hands on this, to which Fernando replied, same. I only saw the first box. I do hear that there is one special box within the available boxes, something about a golden opportunity. So immediately I thought it's sort of like Willy Wonka on the Chocolate Factory movie. But as we get more information, guys, we will let you know. Keep in mind there's about 10,000 of these locked and loaded bundles out there, and I think I already know a couple people who've already pre-ordered theirs. So that does it for 5 things you may or may not have known. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And a couple days after this announcement's been made, how do you feel about the remastering or reissuing of Appetite for Destruction? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to hit the like button and share this video. Also, please go follow us on social media, and you guys can also go support us on Patreon if you want to get exclusive behind the scenes stuff. Take care.